Hey everyone, and welcome back to English Listen and Learn. I'm Ben,
And I'm Anna.
and today we're talking all about routines.
Yeah, routines are like the secret sauce to a healthier, happier, and more productive life.
They really are like superpowers.
Absolutely.
And we're going to break it all down for you in this episode.
So we're going to be talking about morning routines
Afternoon routines,
and evening routines.
giving you guys all the tips and tricks you need to design your day for ultimate success.
And the best part is it's not about being restrictive or following some rigid schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finding what works for you and building sustainable habits that make you feel your best.
It's about making healthy choices feel effortless and automatic.
Exactly.
So let's start with the morning.
Yeah, because you know what they say?
Win the morning.
Win the day.
Exactly.
So let's create a winning morning routine.
Well, first things first, you got to start with a consistent wake-up time.
Even on weekends.
Even on weekends.
Ugh, that's going to be tough.
I know it's not always easy.
But why is it so important?
Well, it all comes down to your circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm.
Yeah, it's basically your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
Oh, okay.
And when you stick to a consistent wake-up time, even on weekends,
Okay.
you help to regulate that cycle.
So I'll actually feel more energized even if I'm not a morning person.
Exactly. Research from Harvard Medical School has shown that a consistent wake-up time leads to better mental clarity, reduced fatigue, and more stable moods.
Wow, okay, I'm starting to see the light.
It's like setting your internal clock for success.
I love that.
It's a consistent wake-up time check.
Check.
Now let's talk about what you should be reaching for first thing when you wake up.
I'm guessing coffee.
You might be surprised to hear this, but before you even think about coffee, reach for a glass of water.
Really, even before coffee?
Trust me on this one.
Okay, but why?
Think about it. You've just gone 7 or 8 hours without any fluids. Your body's naturally dehydrated.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Drinking water first thing in the morning helps to kickstart your metabolism, flush out toxins, and it even improves brain performance by up to 14%.
14%.
Yep, according to the National Academy of Medicine.
Wow. I had no idea water could have such a big impact.
It's like giving your brain a morning boost before you've even had your caffeine fix.
Okay, I'm sold.
Any tips for making sure I actually remember to hydrate first thing?
Easy, keep a water bottle by your bed.
That way it's the first thing you see when you wake up.
I like to add a squeeze of lemon for a little extra flavor and benefits.
That's a great idea.
So we've hydrated.
Now it's time to get moving.
Oh, I knew exercise was coming.
Even a little exercise in the morning can make a huge difference in your day.
I know it's good for me.
But sometimes the thought of a full workout before I've even had my coffee is a bit overwhelming.
I hear you. It doesn't have to be anything intense.
Even 10 to 15 minutes of movement can make a world of difference.
Okay, so what kind of exercise are we talking about?
It could be a brisk walk, some stretching, a few jumping jacks, anything to get your blood flowing.
Okay, so it's really about just getting moving.
Exactly. And you know what happens when you exercise?
You get sweaty.
Well, yes, but more importantly, your body releases endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine.
Those are all those feel-good chemicals.
Precisely. They're natural mood boosters and stress relievers. It's like giving yourself a shot of happiness first thing in the morning.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Studies have shown that regular physical activity reduces stress and boosts mood by a significant 26%.
Wow, 26%.
Think of it as a natural antidepressant.
I like that.
So find something you enjoy doing. If you hate running, don't force yourself to do it.
Yeah, not a runner.
Maybe try dancing, yoga, or just a walk in nature.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
The key is to make it fun and sustainable.
Awesome. Now I'm ready to eat.
Speaking of eating, let's talk about breakfast.
The most important meal of the day.
Absolutely. After a night of fasting, your blood sugar levels are low, and skipping breakfast can lead to energy crashes.
Making it harder to focus.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
Plus, eating a nutritious breakfast can actually prevent overeating later in the day.
So what should we be eating for breakfast?
I'm a big fan of smoothies. They're quick and easy to make.
And you can pack in a ton of nutrients.
Oatmeal is another great option. It's quick to make, and you can add toppings like nut seeds or fruit.
Those are good ideas.
Even something small like Greek yogurt with berries or a hard-boiled egg can provide sustained energy.
Those are great tips.
Now, before we move on to the afternoon routine, there's one more essential element of a successful morning routine.
What's that?
Planning.
Planning.
So many people jump into their day without a clear plan, and it's like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded.
I can definitely relate to that.
Spend just 5 minutes each morning jotting down your top 3 priorities for the day.
A top 3 to-do list.
Exactly. It helps you start the day with intention and focus.
That makes sense.
Studies have shown that people who plan their tasks experience lower stress, and higher productivity.
So it's not just about getting things done, it's about feeling better, too.
Absolutely. And here's a bonus tip. Writing things down can boost focus by up to 42%.
Wow, 42%.
It's like giving your brain a roadmap for success.
Okay, I'm going to start writing down my top 3 priorities every morning.
Awesome. And if you're more of a visual or tech-savvy person, there are tons of great planning tools out there.
Oh yeah, like what?
You can use a planner, a bullet journal, or even apps like Notion or Todoist.
Oh yeah, I love those apps.
Find what works best for you and stick with it.
So to recap our awesome morning routine,
We've hydrated,
we've moved our bodies,
fueled up with a nutritious breakfast.
and we've got a plan for the day.
Boom, we're ready to conquer the day.
I'm feeling motivated already.
Me too.
All right, so are you ready to move on to the afternoon routine?
Let's do it. So now let's talk about the afternoon.
All right.
How do we make the most of our afternoons?
Yeah, how do we, ride that wave of energy from the morning?
Well, the first thing to understand is that your energy levels, they naturally fluctuate throughout the day.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
You know, most people actually experience like a dip in energy during the afternoon.
Yeah, that afternoon slump.
Right after lunch, usually.
Exactly.
So we want to work with our natural energy rhythms.
Okay, not against them.
Exactly. So we're going to maximize those peak productivity hours
Which are usually
early
afternoon.
for most people.
Okay,
So,
so how do we do that?
well, one really effective strategy
Yeah.
is to actually schedule blocks of focus work time during those high energy hours.
Okay.
This is where the concept of deep work comes in.
Ah, deep work.
Have you heard of that?
I have heard of it.
Yeah, so it's
But I'm
basically
not sure I fully understand it.
Yeah, it's basically dedicating uninterrupted time to focus on your most important and challenging tasks.
Okay.
You kind of enter like a flow state where you're completely immersed in your work and free from distraction.
That sounds nice.
It is, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It takes discipline.
In our world these days, it's
Yeah.
so hard to disconnect.
Totally.
What's
One
the-
technique that I love is time blocking.
Okay.
You literally block out chunks of time in your schedule.
Like in my calendar.
Yeah, like 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever works for you. And you dedicate that time solely to deep work.
So that means
No emails,
no
social media,
texting,
no multitasking.
just focus.
Just focus.
Okay.
You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish when you work this way.
Yeah, I bet I would.
And to make those deep work sessions even more effective,
Okay.
try using tools like noise-canceling headphones
Oh, yeah.
or like focus apps.
Well,
They
those-
block distracting websites and notifications.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
I should get one of those.
So, you know, we've been talking a lot about working and focusing,
Yeah.
but we can't work nonstop all afternoon.
I can't.
No,
Why not?
because breaks are important.
Well, breaks.
Taking regular breaks is actually essential for maintaining focus and preventing burnout.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive, but stepping away from your work for a few minutes can actually boost your productivity in the long run. Have you experienced it?
Yeah, when I try to push myself too hard and I don't take breaks, I actually end up getting less done
Exactly.
because my focus just goes,
You get tired, you start making mistakes.
yeah,
Our brains aren't designed to operate at full capacity for hours on end,
that makes sense.
so they need those little breaks.
So how often should we be taking breaks?
Well, there's this popular technique called the Pomodoro technique,
I've heard of that.
and it recommends working in 25-minute intervals followed by a 5-minute break.
Okay.
You can adjust the intervals to fit your own preferences,
Okay.
but the key is to actually schedule those breaks into your day.
Put it in the calendar.
Exactly.
Right.
And during those breaks,
Yes.
the goal is to really disconnect from your work and give your brain a chance to rest.
So what should we be doing during our breaks?
Things like getting up, stretching,
Okay.
walking around,
Yeah.
stepping outside for some fresh air,
I like it.
doing something completely unrelated to work.
So no checking emails?
No.
No scrolling social media?
Ideally, no.
Okay.
Because those activities,
They
they keep your brain engaged in
Yeah.
work mode.
don't let you rest.
Exactly. We want to fully disconnect.
Right.
Allow ourselves to recharge.
Okay, now I need to hear about lunch because, we're all busy,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing grabbing like a quick fast food meal isn't going to fuel our afternoon productivity.
You're right. What you eat for lunch actually has a direct impact on your energy levels and focus for the rest of the day.
Okay.
So it's not just about filling your stomach, it's about giving your body and brain the nutrients they need to function optimally.
So what kind of things should we be looking for in a healthy, productive lunch?
Well, a balanced meal with a good source of protein complex carbohydrates and healthy fats is ideal.
Yep.
This combination helps to stabilize your blood sugar levels,
Which means,
which means you won't have those energy crashes
okay, yeah, those are the worst.
that can derail your entire afternoon.
All right, so what are some examples of healthy lunch options?
Okay, so think grilled chicken or fish with quinoa and steamed vegetables,
Okay.
or a hearty salad with lentils or chickpeas and a light vinaigrette dressing.
Okay.
Another great option is a veggie burger on whole wheat bread with a side of sweet potato fries.
Those all sound delicious and so much more satisfying than just like a greasy burger and fries.
Totally, and they'll give you that sustained
Okay,
energy
yeah.
to keep you going.
Any tips for people who struggle to find the time to make those kinds of lunches?
Meal prepping is
Right.
your best friend.
So like make them ahead of time.
Exactly. Set aside some time on the weekend to cook a big batch of healthy meals and then portion them out for lunches throughout the week.
That's a good idea.
You can also keep your fridge stocked with healthy staples.
I like that.
Pre-cut veggies, hard-boiled eggs, lean protein sources.
So you can quickly throw together a meal.
Exactly, even when you're short on
I
time.
love that.
So we've optimized our work time.
We've taken those strategic breaks.
We fueled up with a healthy lunch.
I'm feeling good just thinking about it.
Now what?
Well, as the afternoon winds down,
Yes,
we need to transition
we do.
from work mode
Yes.
to relaxation mode,
From go, go, go to...
to chill.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do we make that transition smoothly?
Well, one effective strategy is to gradually reduce the intensity of your work as the day goes on.
Okay.
So you start tackling those less demanding tasks or projects that require less mental focus.
Okay.
You can also use this time to catch up on emails, organize your workspace, or plan for the next day.
So it's like slowly easing our brains out of work mode.
Exactly. And then as you get closer to the end of your workday,
Okay.
try to incorporate some relaxing activities into your routine.
Like what?
Maybe take a short walk, listen to some calming music, or do some gentle stretching.
I like those.
They help you release tension, clear your mind, and shift your focus away from work.
So important.
It is.
I am loving all this advice about the afternoon routine.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm already feeling like I can create a healthier and more productive afternoon for myself.
Awesome.
Do you have any final thoughts on the afternoon before we move on to the evening?
I think the key takeaway here is to be mindful of your energy levels and work with your natural rhythms.
Okay.
Prioritize deep work during your peak productivity hours.
Yeah.
Take regular breaks to recharge,
Yeah.
fuel your body with nutritious meals,
Yes.
and then gradually transition from that work mode to relaxation mode
As the day goes on.
as the day goes on.
I love that.
So are you ready to talk about the evening routine?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we got those morning and afternoon routines down,
We do.
but now it's time to talk about the evening.
Yes.
How do we unwind
How do we recharge after a long day?
and set ourselves up for a good night's sleep?
Exactly. A well-designed evening routine
Okay.
is so important for both your physical and mental health.
Okay.
It's like creating this calming and consistent pre-sleep ritual
Uh-huh.
that tells your body and mind it's time to relax
Okay.
and get ready for sleep.
So where do we begin?
Well, one of the most important things you can do is create a buffer zone.
A buffer zone.
Yeah, between the busyness of the day
Okay.
and the tranquility of sleep.
Okay, so we're not going straight from work to bed.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
We're setting aside at least an hour before bed
Okay.
to wind down
Okay.
with relaxing activities.
All right, so give me some examples.
Okay, so think about things that help you de-stress and quiet your mind.
Okay.
It could be reading a book, taking a warm bath, listening to calming music,
Oh, yeah.
practicing gentle yoga or stretching,
Okay.
or even just spending some quality time with loved ones.
So no checking work emails
Ideally, no.
or scrolling through social media
No.
right before bed.
Right. Those activities actually tend to stimulate your brain
Yeah.
rather than relax it,
Yeah.
making it harder to fall asleep.
And stay asleep.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a tough habit to break.
I know. I'm definitely guilty of scrolling through my phone in bed, even though I know it's not helping me sleep.
It's so common.
It is.
Well, it's worth breaking that habit
Because
that blue light emitted from electronic devices,
okay.
it actually suppresses the production of melatonin.
What's melatonin?
Melatonin is the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically telling your body it's time to sleep.
Got it.
So even if you're just reading a book on your tablet,
Oh,
it could be messing with your sleep.
Really?
Yeah, it's best to switch to a physical book
Okay.
or listen to an audiobook if you enjoy reading before bed.
Okay, so no screens
Ideally, no screens.
before bed.
An hour before bed.
Okay.
But if you absolutely have to use your phone or your computer,
Yeah.
try using blue light filters.
Go.
Or wearing blue light blocking glasses.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
To minimize your exposure.
Good to know. Now, what about people who have a hard time falling asleep?
Okay, so for those who struggle with insomnia,
Yeah.
creating a consistent sleep schedule is key.
So, like,
Going to bed and waking up around the same time each day,
yeah.
even on weekends.
Oh, man, that's tough.
It is tough, but it really helps to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
Okay.
Makes it easier to fall asleep
Or wake up feeling refreshed.
and wake up feeling refreshed.
I like that.
Okay.
But sometimes, even when I'm tired
Okay.
and I'm ready for bed,
Yeah.
my mind just races.
My thoughts are going.
I can't quiet them down.
That's where relaxation techniques can be really helpful.
Well, like what?
Things like deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation,
I've heard of that.
guided meditation.
Yeah,
They can all help to calm your mind and ease you into sleep.
I like that.
And there are tons of great apps and online resources.
Like that kind of stuff.
Exactly, if you're interested in exploring those techniques.
I am.
Okay.
Now, before we wrap up,
Okay.
I wanted to touch on something that I heard a lot about,
Yeah.
but haven't really tried myself.
Okay, what's that?
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yeah, how do we
How do we incorporate that into our evening routine?
Exactly.
It's actually simpler than you might think.
Okay.
So before you go to sleep, just take a few moments to reflect on the day
Okay.
and identify 3 things that you're grateful for.
3 things.
3 things.
Okay.
They can be big or small.
Okay.
Anything that brought you joy or made you feel appreciative.
So it's like ending the day on a positive note.
Exactly.
That's
Feel like
smart.
that. Focusing on gratitude actually helps to shift your mindset from negativity to positivity.
Okay.
So it reduces stress
Okay.
and it promotes those feelings of contentment and well-being.
Yeah.
And over time,
Yeah.
practicing gratitude can actually rewire your brain
Really?
to be more optimistic
Wow.
and resilient.
I'm going to start doing that tonight.
I encourage you to give it a try.
I will.
You might be surprised at how much it enhances your overall well-being.
I bet.
Oh,
This has been an amazing conversation.
thank you.
I've learned so much.
I'm glad.
Thank you so much for sharing all your expertise with us today.
My pleasure.
And to all of our listeners out there,
Yes.
remember that building a healthy routine,
It's a journey.
it's not a destination.
Exactly.
So start small,
Stay consistent.
and most importantly,
Be patient with yourself.
yeah,
You got this.
we believe in you.
And as you create your own personalized routines,
Okay.
remember to listen to your body,
Yeah.
honor your energy levels,
Yeah.
and prioritize activities that bring you joy and support your overall well-being.
So well said.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us on English Listen and Learn.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
See you next time.
Let's learn some new vocabularies together. See the light. It means to finally understand something after being confused. Example 1. After struggling with math for weeks, I finally saw the light when my teacher explained it differently. Example 2. He didn't believe in meditation at first, but now he sees the light and practices it daily. Tech savvy. It means knowing how to use technology well. Example 1. My grandmother is very tech savvy. She even fixes her own computer problems. Example 2. Employers prefer tech savvy workers who can handle modern software. Afternoon slump. It means a feeling of tiredness and low energy in the afternoon. Example 1. I always feel an afternoon slump around 3 p.m. and need a coffee. Example 2. To avoid the afternoon slump, try eating a healthy lunch and staying active. Flow state. It means a mental state where you are fully focused and enjoying what you're doing. Example 1. When I'm painting, I enter a flow state and lose track of time. Example 2. Athletes perform their best when they are in a flow state. Counterintuitive. It means something that seems wrong or opposite of what you expect, but is actually true. Example 1. It's counterintuitive, but drinking water can help reduce bloating. Example 2. Slowing down can be counterintuitive when you're busy, but it helps you work more efficiently. Thanks for watching. Until next time.